Hello everybody, I'm Crazy Ko, and welcome to Natural Instincts. Now this game is in alpha stages, because it just finished its Kickstarter campaign. So I was fortunate enough to be able to back it on Kickstarter, which I enjoy doing for alpha games, because it's nice that the community gets to get involved and be involved with the development of games that are potentially coming out. Well, I mean, this one's coming out now because it got funded. And with backing it, I am lucky enough to have keys to the alpha. What drew me to this game is it's a nature simulator where you are trying to assist your animals to create a, diverse and working ecosystem. So it's not just like a zoo tycoon where you're like, oh, I'll keep animals in a pen. You're actually in a biome, and you have to get that biome to flourish and react to things like fires or humans or just disease or whatever. So you're trying to get your animals to thrive and flourish. And so it sounds really cool, it looked really cool, and I'm so excited to be able to bring you guys a little bit of gameplay in the alpha. So yeah, their Kickstarter campaign just finished. They got above their goal, which is always amazing when that happens to people on Kickstarter. So let's dive into this alpha. We are going to start a game. Alright, European Forest is the map that's available to us. They did fund in the campaign some of their stretch goals, which were other maps that were going to be available once it got funded.
European forests, a land inhabited by plenty of fascinating species that form together a perfectly balanced ecosystem. Our journey begins in one of those forests. However, to be able to fully experience the richness of these woods, we must learn how to move around them.
Alrighty, so they kind of wanted to stage this sort of also like a nature documentary. So if you think of like David Attenborough kind of a thing, where you're overseeing this and seeing how different things affect your environment. Yeah. Alright. Welcome to the tutorial. All hints regarding controls and key aspects of the game can be found in the panel located in the upper left corner of your screen. To continue, press the button below. Alright.
Let's start by learning how to move the camera. To do so, press W, A, S, D, or arrows on your keyboard.
Blur.
You can also drag the mouse along the edge of the screen. To rotate the camera, hold the middle mouse button, and you can zoom the camera out and then zoom it back in using scroll.
These are nice graphics, like for an alpha of a game, and from like a smaller company. It is made in Unity, but like.
Once you know how to control the camera, your first task is to look around the map and find the rabbit. This fluffy animal is certainly gambling somewhere in the grass.
Oh, rabbit. Yeah, like look at this. This is a cool looking environment. Like we got the wind blowing through, we got tree stumps, that's cool. Flowers. The blur is a little bit intense, I will say. Ah, there's a rabbit. Hey, little buddy. Oops. Too far. Alright. I'll use a combination of mouse and keys.
To select a group of animals, hold the left mouse button and drag the rectangle over as many of them as you want to select.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can get two.
Sometimes it will be necessary to select all animals visible on the screen quickly. To do so, double-click on the chosen animal, in this case, the rabbit. When an animal is selected, you get access to its statistics panel. There you can check the number of selected animals and their energy, hydration, and satiety levels. To make the panel disappear, uncheck the animal by clicking on the empty spot on the map. Now try to deselect the rabbit. Now you know where to look for information about animals. Try to find a hungry rabbit on the map. Those little creatures feed on many distinct plants, such as young bushes, saplings, or berries. However, one of their favorite food is clover, which they can find plenty of in the local green fields.
I went ahead of the tutorial. I told the rabbit to come here.
The animal is not hungry.
Rabbit. Oh. Okay, that one's not hungry. That's cool. I like how you can control them as individuals, or as I'm assuming if I selected them. Yeah, the whole group. And I like how it spaces them so they're not on top of each other. That's so cool. Alright, how's this guy doing?
Now that they are fed, rabbits can do something else. It's high time to search for a source of water. Fortunately, there are many ponds and streams available nearby.
Nice. That's so cool. I like that they're in a formation kind of a thing. They're not just willy-nilly on top of each other or anything, so you can always at the same time see, yes, I have 4 selected. And then, like, if I wanted to, within them being spaced out, I could then go, I just want this one. That's a handy thing. This animal is thirsty. Oh, I got a road. Is it safe to cross? Are you gonna hit one of my rabbits? I'd be very sad if you hit one of my rabbits. Alright, any cars in the immediate area? I'm gonna be paranoid about these little guys. As soon as I see roads and I have rabbits, it's like, oh, one of them's gonna die. Alright, and I like that you have the ability to zoom out so you can spot things. Like, because eventually I assume we're gonna have stuff coming at us. It's kind of how they described it on Kickstarter. Well, not that things are gonna be coming at us, but like stuff is gonna happen. So I like how much mobility and options I have in my control and everything for this game.
The animals aren't thirsty.
Oh, the animals aren't thirsty. Maybe I have one that's thirsty? Where are you guys going? Hey.
Some of these animals are thirsty.
Okay, let me figure out. You're fine.
This animal is thirsty.
You're thirsty, you're fine, and you're fine. Hey, come back here. You, come back here. Yeah. Where are you going? How you doing, little buddy? Stay here. We're a group now. No ditching the group. And the music. Like, now that I'm at a bit of a pause because my rabbit is drinking, I am able to take in the sound of it. There's like a nice bird chirping going on. I'm not sure if we have any wind noise going on in the background. Yeah, maybe. I'll turn on my sound for a sec. But just the classical music itself is just creating.
Now that the basic needs of those magnificent creatures are satisfied, we can observe the start of their mating ritual. As the male approaches the female, they start performing a sort of dance where the female fights off the male until he proves to be the worthy partner.
Okay. So we gotta, what, breed them? Hey, come back here. Nope. How do I actually make this happen, though? Hey, you, come back. Are you leaving? I'm not 100% sure what to do.
The animal is not ready for reproduction.
Hey, I'm losing a rabbit. Come back! Don't go towards the road. Roads are bad.
The animal is not ready for reproduction.
Alright, I will figure this out. Hey, come back here. You two. Oh, they're doing it. They're making little noises.
The rabbits have to go to their shelter. Unfortunately, they don't have one yet. Go ahead and assign them a burrow in which they can hide and rest.
Okay, going to the road. We're gonna look both ways before crossing the street, as all rabbits should. Okay. Half across the street. Fully across the street, and we're gonna find a burrow. Oh, hello. Is this a burrow?
When the European rabbit is not feeding or mating, they prefer to spend their time underground.
So
they stay in deep
now.
burrows made out of a series of tunnels reaching a couple of meters in depth. There, they spend most of their time hidden away from predators and unwanted guests. This is where our rabbits are now. They went underground to find a safe and cozy place to give birth.
Aww. Isn't like a baby rabbit soon?
Looks like another species has arrived in the forest. Wild boars have entered the area searching for food and shelter. It seems that they will need some help. Wild boars are omnivorous. Although they don't hunt, they sometimes eat carrion. However, they feed mainly on what they find in the undergrowth or by etching in the ground. It includes acorns, earthworms, rhizomes of plants, mushrooms, insects, and rodents, whose burrows they can find thanks to their sensitive sense of smell. The amount of food in a given area is limited, and it is not always enough for all animals. So as it is now, there is no more food for boars on this side of the road. They have to get across the street.
Ooh, are you gonna make me try and be safe about this, I guess? Or are they gonna get hit by a car?
As the human influence on the animal kingdom grows, the animals are facing more dangers than ever before. Not only do they have to run away from the predators, but they also have to avoid humans whose actions are constantly threatening their
lives. Are you gonna
lives.
hit the boar? It's really sad. Please don't hit the boar. Please don't hit the boar. Ah, no!
Now, as they have already crossed the road and finished eating, wild boars need some rest. To this end, they go to their nest, which are usually covered with litter, dry grass, or branches.
Okay. Shall we try and cross the road safely? Come on, little guys. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you. There we go. We did it. We saved the boar. Alright, let's go. This way, guys. And I like that when you're in the trees, you can still see them. That's also very nice. Some games you'll lose your character in the trees, and that's just... I mean, I guess I can't really call these characters, can I? Alright, guys. Come on, little baby ones. I think those are baby ones. Oh, and that's a nice touch, too, when I zoom through. The tree disappears.
Predators are an inherent part of the proper ecosystem, and their presence helps regulate the number of other animals. A wolf, known for its hunting skills, has arrived in the forest in the search for prey. However, he can't hunt a nearby boar pack alone. He must look for a smaller animal to hunt.
You're gonna make me eat one of my rabbits.
Fortunately, rabbits are playing on the other side of the road. This is an excellent target for a hungry predator. The only thing that divides the wolf and its meal is a dangerous road.
Alright. I love so far the controls in this game. Like, I feel like I'm very in control of everything that's going on. Like, I can pause, I can check the road. I know my wolf probably isn't gonna go anywhere. Come on.
After crossing the road, the wolf spotted a herd of rabbits nearby. Known for their excellent hearing and speed of movement, rabbits are a challenge for the untrained hunter. However, this particular wolf knows well how to approach and attack his unsuspecting target.
But yeah, so far this is a beautiful game. I don't know if I like the fact that I'm gonna eat my rabbits with my wolf, but it's life, right? Hey, buddy. Is this what you're talking about? Action cue. Genetics. That's cool. I love this music. Love the sound going on right now. Good sound design game. Well, this is cool. I didn't even notice that there's different speed things down here. I'm assuming that'll come into play once you have like a whole biome kind of set up. Well, that's cool. The arrows split up. And I love the narration that's going on. That very much fits that idea of having a nature documentary going on. Sort of feel as you play the game. Let's go catch us a rabbit. I like how you made me take care of these rabbits, and now you're gonna make me eat a rabbit. Let's go. Wow, this rabbit's going the far distance to get away from me, maybe. if any of these rabbits are closer. Ooh, got him. I ate a rabbit.
The animal world is governed by the laws of nature, even if sometimes they may seem brutal to us. Unfortunately, for this particular rabbit, life has ended its
Life
course,
happens.
but for others, it just starts going on. Look, a bunch of small defenseless bunnies has just appeared next to the rabbit hole.
Baby bunnies!
Charming. However, where
where?
new life begins, instructions end. Now you know how to take care of the forest and its fauna all by yourself. Good luck then.
It's unleashing me on the world. Alrighty. Thank you. Where's my baby bunnies?
Soon there will be no more food for the herbivores in the forest.
Oh? How do I know that? Where? Okay, which ones are babies? Oh, that's my wolf. Hey, wolf. Are these my babies?
European rabbits are extremely social animals, and thus they live in huge communities.
I can see that. Where did my wolfie go? Where's he going? Oh, there's 2 of them now. That's cool. There's like 3 of them. Huh. Cool. Where did my boars end up? Use number buttons to quickly switch between animals of the same species. You can also use space to focus the camera on a selected animal. Oh, I got deer. That's cool. Hey, deer. You wanna come and get some food? Hey, deer.
When the European rabbits sense danger, they thump their back feet on the ground to alarm others of the community before escaping the dangerous ground.
Are you telling me my rabbits are in danger? Because I'm feeding them. Oh, I see. You should try and get to the den, little buddy. Oh, you got eaten. Well, that was successful. I'm trying to feed my rabbits. How are you doing, buddy? Hey, dear. You need some water. You should come to the water. How are you doing? You could use some water. Do they naturally, like, if they need water, will they come to this water? I'm gonna see. Or are you just gonna run into... Oh no, you're drinking on your own. That's cool. Sorry, dear. Let's see if I can get you some water. There we go. Okay, so they'll sort of manage themselves. I guess when they're hungry, they'll find food. Oh, this game is pretty, like... Look at these cool water effects.
The European rabbit prefers open spaces, where it has the highest visibility and can quickly detect a threat.
Look at this water, it's gorgeous. I like how we can hear them drinking. Even if it's just stinging its nose in the place. Hi, buddy! Huh. Is it another wolf? Yep.
An animal has died.
Oh. Is it a bad thing? What animal? Where? Someone died. Find thirsty rabbits and suggest them water. Okay. Rabbits. Are you chasing my deer? Probably. Who died? Where are my rabbits? Rabbits? There's a rabbit.
This animal is thirsty.
Here, come here. Come get some water, little man. Although it might be faster for you to come here. I don't know if you can. Here, come get some water. Little psycho. There's another deer. That's cool. I got some rabbits. Okay, well, we lost one. I think it was probably a rabbit that died, I would assume. Maybe it got eaten. I don't know where my boars are. I haven't looked at my boars lately. You should come get a drink. Hey, you. You should come get a drink. Oh, there's a boar. How are you doing? You should come get some water, too. How are you doing? You
A vehicle loaded with garbage has just driven into the forest. Places where people illegally dispose of the waste are called illegal landfills. It seems that, unfortunately, one of them will arise in our forest.
That's not nice. Can attack it. I will summon my army of rabbits. I like how those look kind of like deer droppings or rabbit droppings from a distance. I was trying to water my rabbits. Oh no. Go away. So I got this quest. Don't let animals eat trash for given time. 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Who's coming to eat my trash? Anybody? Are you thinking about it? Can I just, like, eat the trash myself? With this watchful eye, just eat trash. I don't see any of my animals, and I'm not. So the one thing I'm a little confused on is, do I have to tell my animals all the time to be eating and drinking? Is that like a constant thing that I have to be bothering about? Or do they know to find stuff on their own? Go home. Go home. Because if I have to be constantly telling them to eat and drink, it would be nice to know that, and if that's why one died, then I feel really bad. Because I feel like some of them were eating and drinking.
An animal has died.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, so is that my fault for not making them eat or drink? Like, will they eat and drink on their own is my biggest question, I guess. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Go eat that instead. You go eat that. Because I feel like if I'm constantly having to get them to like a water source or whatever, that's a lot to manage. Which could be the big challenge of the game. But I feel like that's also just a lot for me to be doing. Hey, don't go running towards the road. Roads are bad. Hey, no road. Thank you. So yeah, so like he needs water, but do I have to tell him to go get water? Where is water? Where am I? Is this water? This is water. Alright, well I don't see anybody coming to eat my trash. I'll tell you to go there, or we'll tell you to go there.
The animal is not hungry.
Oh, well. Then tell it to go over there. Try to keep him away from my trash pile. Oh, don't get down the road, you guys. Why are you on the road? Get off the road. Okay, I don't see any cars. Oh, actually, you're hungry. Oh, get off the road, get off the road. Paranoia is setting in. So yeah, so without my interference, are they going to look after themselves? Because sometimes it seems like they are, and sometimes it seems like they're not, and that's a little confusing to me.
This animal is thirsty.
I realize that. Where is water? Oh, here's water. How are you? You need water as well.
Some of these animals are thirsty.
Yeah, I know.
This animal is thirsty.
What about this one? This one is... You're okay, I guess. You could use some water. Actually, you're not bad. You could use some water. Oh, anyone going to my garbage pile? No, I don't see anyone. How are you doing? You're okay. But, yeah, I feel like if I have to be constantly telling them what to do, that's a little bit annoying in some ways, just because there are so many animals on here. Oh, okay, cool, we're good. Find thirsty rabbits. We'll go back to that now, I guess.
An animal has died.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be happening a lot.
This animal is thirsty.
I realize that. Because, I mean, animals do have a natural instinct to get water if they are thirsty. So I feel like that shouldn't all be on me. Which it's starting to look like more and more is on me. In which case, I'm sorry, little animals, I'm trying. Also, I wish I could zoom out more. Just so I could see my entire map. I'm not sure, I don't have like a map key, do I? Because that would be handy. Because I don't know how big my range is. I don't know where all my animals are. Oh, here's a rabbit. What are you doing? You need some water. It also would be kind of handy because, like, the rabbits, I can't see them when I'm zoomed out this much when they're in the field. Unless they go behind a tree, because then they show up in the shadow mode. It would almost be nice. I know they're not supposed to stick out from their environment because they're rabbits. Even if there was just a key that I could press on my keyboard and it would just for a second ping all the animals within my view range, just so that I could know, looking at this field, I can't tell if there's rabbits in here right now. Whereas if I hit, like, for example, H, and then I got like a little ping that just for a couple seconds told me where all the rabbits were. Just so I know that when I'm looking at this section, that there's rabbits there. If that makes sense. That would be a handy feature. Because, yeah, rabbits are tiny, and I don't want to lose any, but I feel like I have lost many rabbits. I think it's the rabbits that are dying. How are you doing?
This
Just
animal
because,
is thirsty.
Oh, yeah, you are. Just because they're so tiny and I keep losing them. Sorry, that's going to be a long hike to water for you. What are you doing? Are you dead? Oh. Here, you can come eat this dead thing. There's a rabbit. Want to eat some food, buddy? How are you doing? You could also come eat this if you want. I got a lot of those guys. How are you guys doing? You could use some food. But yeah, if I have to micromanage every animal, that's gonna get a bit tedious, which I mean also fits in with the difficulty of the game, I guess. As I think I said earlier.
This animal is hungry.
I see that. Thirsty rabbits. Oh, okay, so just the water. Yeah, did that. And the other thing I'm slightly confused about, are they gonna mate on their own?
This animal is hungry.
Yeah, that's why he's going there. Alright, this is all we prepared for the demo version of Natural Instincts. You can continue the game, but with a limited number of goals to achieve. If you liked it, consider supporting the game on Kickstarter, which has now ended. Help us add more content, or follow the game on Steam and Facebook. Always be up to date on its current state. Alright, so I think I made some good pointers for things that I would like to see if this game continues. It's a beautiful game. I love the sound design. I like the visuals. I don't know if the motion blur... It bothers me a bit because it... I don't know, because then if I'm panning and I want to see just like a general... I lose sometimes, I think my animals a little bit.
Has died.
The animals are constantly dying. I'm sorry, animals. Is that you that died? I think so. Oops. And I'm not sure, does it tell me that if, like, if one of the animals kills another animal, will it tell me that? I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, so I'm a little confused on some things. Maybe find them. No, those are just my notification. 18 rabbits in my forest. Who knew? Yeah, but overall, for an alpha, this is a very nice looking alpha. And I'm excited to see where the game devs go. So check out this game for yourself, Natural Instinct. I'll put some links in the description below to their Facebook. I'll put a link to their Steam page. Check it out. I'll also put a link to the Kickstarter just if you want to read up a little bit more about the game itself, what the devs are working on. So yeah. Alright, so this has been Natural Instincts. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.